Hey there. I thought I'd pop on and do a little update about my no booze and no buy September challenge. I'm pretty much in the home stretch now. It is September 24th, I think. So there's about 5 days left. Um, I guess I'll talk about the good first is that I'm still holding strong on not drinking. Um, Went to a show on Sunday night. It was just local bands, and it was at a bar slash restaurant. And yeah, that was kind of triggering. I definitely got there and was like, man, it would be really nice to have a drink right now. And sadly, I think I would have had a much better time if I had had a drink. I was actually kind of bored, unfortunately. But I ended up, well, luckily since it was a restaurant, I and they have really good hot dogs. I had a hot dog, and then I ended up getting some non-alcoholic, like mock drinks. Like I got the there's like a Sierra Nevada hopscotch. It's like a hop sparkling water that kind of tastes like cat litter, but it's it comes in like a beer can style can, and the hops sort of have a beer taste. So it's kind of gross, but like I don't like hops that much. I don't really like IPAs and hoppy drinks, but it kind of you know imitated the flavor and vibes enough. And then I also drank a non-alcoholic Guinness, which was surprisingly tasty. Like it was actually pretty good and but also very filling. So I kind of like I'm glad that those options were available to me, and it did sort of satisfy my craving a little bit and make me feel like I was having a drink, but at the same time I was like, okay, I spent money and consumed extra calories, and I feel bloated and gross like I would if I drank beer, but except now I just don't have a buzz. So that's kind of annoying. But it's a really cool place, and I'm happy to like buy drinks there and tip the bartenders and stuff. So yeah, that worked out okay. I know there's kind of non-alcoholic beers and non-alcoholic wines and stuff can be controversial, and I know some people that are like sober just stay away from them altogether because they can be triggering. And I can kind of see that. Like if I were in a headspace where I just wanted to like just hang out and have some kind of a beverage or like some kind of a treat, but I wasn't necessarily in like bar mode, I wouldn't drink that because I think it would just kind of put me too much in the like mood of drinking alcohol. But since I was already really craving like a beer or something, having that option was nice. Um, so that's really the only time I've dealt with a craving was, yeah, just being out. And it's not so much a social anxiety thing, but more of like a boredom thing. And also just like a fun thing. Like I feel like I'm more vibrant and able to have more fun um, in situations like that if I'm drinking, which, um, you know, so that sucks. And then, but yeah, that's the only real like craving that I've dealt with. Um, I do have this show coming up next Saturday, which is technically the 27th. So I'm kind of like worried about that. Like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to be sober or want to be sober at it because it's like we're going out of town, we're getting a Airbnb. So I know like my boyfriend is planning on drinking. And so that makes it kind of harder. And then also there's like we're going to a show at a club, but there's also like a road, like a little music fest, like an outdoor thing too, and he wants to try to catch some of that. And um that gives me a little bit of anxiety just because I'm like, I don't know. It's like I like to go to a show, but I don't want to go to like a whole like all day thing. Like it's just to me it's like too much time just like being at sea, you know? So I'm like I used to have really bad agoraphobia, and it's only like in the past couple of years that I've been okay with like going on trips out of town, and now I'm pretty much at a point where I feel pretty comfortable with it. Like sometimes I'll have some residual anxiety, but for the most part I feel okay with it. And the town we're going to is only like an hour away from my hometown, and it's somewhere that I like and feel pretty comfortable. But I still get a little bit of like if I know I'm going to be away from my house for an extended period of time. So I feel like the urge to drink is just going to be very prevalent because that's like I know it'll help me manage my anxiety, you know, and also just sort of whatever. But I also am like I really am dreading like I don't know, like losing control and like I don't know. I really don't want to feel hungover the next day, so I'm still sort of working through that whole thing. Um, with the no buy, I did break my no buy. So my no buy is for beauty products, bath and body care, hair care, home decor, um, scented things, you know, candles and incense and stuff. What else? Basically, just kind of gadgets in general. Like I'll let myself get something if I really need it, but I'm like thinking, you know, I'm definitely like more defaulting to no and thinking, is this something that I really need? Um, I'm not including, yeah, like eating out or anything like that. But I did end up, I kind of broke my rules because I really needed to get a phone case, and I had to order one off Amazon because I have like an older phone. It's harder to find the right phone case. And you know, I was kind of like, well, I don't have Prime, so I'm going to try to hit the, you know, minimum order amount of $35, and there's some stuff that I've been wanting. So it's kind of I don't know. It was like break I was bending the rules, but I was also like it was still like kind of a well considered purchase. It was stuff I wanted, and it was stuff I wanted to use so that I could use other stuff I had. So I got this heat protector for my hair so I can like play with some of my styling tools that I never use, and actually tried to curl my hair. I'm still like very new to like learning how to use that stuff. So you know, so I've had like fun kind of messing around with that stuff. And then I got these French manicure white tip guides, which kind of mixed results with those. Um, but so that was technically kind of bending the rules, but I was like, yeah, it's semi justified because I really did need to get the phone case, and then uh, but then the straight up just breaking the rule was I bought a nail polish from Holo Taco because I don't know. I was like, I've been like browsing and looking at polishes, and then I noticed like, oh, they have a mystery polish sale where you get a free mystery polish when you order, but it's only until the 23rd. And I was like, I shouldn't do it. Like they're gonna have that sale again. It's fine, whatever. But this is the other thing too is I was actually at this show feeling kind of bored when I bought the polish. I was like, I need something. I was like, if I'm not drinking, I'm gonna let myself buy this nail polish. Um, so you know, it wasn't great, and it was definitely like a very like impulsive thing. Like I was like, I need to get it, and now I've like got it coming in the mail, and I'm excited about it, but I'm also like, I don't even know if like why did I get the color I got and like I don't know. And I'm still really excited because I've never tried that nail polish before, and I've just now like started learning how to like I'm not very good at it, but like paint my nails without getting it all over my hands. So I'm like, okay, this is a little hobby that I could see getting out of control, but I just want to get a few like nice nail polishes. So yeah, I broke it. I fucked up. But I'm back on the horse. I'm not like, okay, I'm just gonna buy stuff now. I'm just not buying anything else. Um and that's where I'm at with everything. So I'm giving myself a what do we call it? A C plus, a grade of C plus on my challenge, maybe, or B minus. I mean, not drinking is a pretty big deal, so I feel pretty good about that. But yeah, we'll see. I'll update about what I end up doing at the show. Um, and until then, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you later.